All praises to Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Rakahahodash. Next, I want to give double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Lord's elect. To my left here is Steve Ram on YouTube. Fair use, fair use.
New nuclear warnings being issued as we're hearing in the last 24 hours. The war between the United States and Iran has taken a turn for the worst. We are hearing that the IRGC is threatening a bounty of $30,000 to $60,000 for U.S. soldiers. They're saying they're going to be going on the offensive, and there will be worldwide cyber attacks that take place from Iran. Now we're hearing Donald Trump has said that he is going to bomb the S out of Oman if they get in the middle of this, and we're also hearing that Donald Trump is threatening to attack even further and escalate, and he is warning Iran they better wave the white flag of surrender or bombs will be dropping. And there are some that are saying that right now the White House is considering dropping bombs that are tactical nuclear. Let's go and take a look at the latest headlines so that way you can see it for yourself. Now, this comes as just a week ago. We had heard that the Pentagon said they want to expand the options for nuclear weapons to deter our enemies from trying to escalate conflict throughout the world. Now, coming out in the last 24 hours, we're hearing former Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene said they are discussing using nuclear weapons on Iran in strategy meetings right now. Yes, you read that correctly. It's real. I'm not speculating. I know. Headlines coming out. Marjorie Taylor Greene is sounding the alarms with claims that Trump is discussing nuclear options in Iran at this time. Now, this comes as President Donald Trump threatens to bomb Oman if it gets in the way of ending the Iranian war. President Trump issued threats to bomb the S out of them after previously threatening Gulf allies in May. Now, Iran deal clock hits zero. The 60 days is done. Trump has demanded the white flag with new pressure campaign looming against Iran. Now, take a look at the responses coming out. Iran shifts to fully offensive posture. Senior official.
You see, we'll end it right there because Iran got their backs against the wall, man. They're not winning the war, and the war is not going to stop. You see, this is the will of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. 2 Peter 3 and verse 10. But the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. Nuclear destruction is getting ready to come to this place. And right here to my left on End Time Headlines, it says Pentagon drafting a new U.S. nuclear strategy in case of regional war with China or Russia, because it's getting ready to happen. See, the third woe cometh quickly, man. Let's get that. Revelation 11 verse 14. It's the end of you devils. It's a snare. It's a trap. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the Heavenly Father, through his only begotten Son. He has you devils in a trick bag because it will be nuclear. See, and Babylon the Great, America, will be completely destroyed. Revelation 11 and verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, the third world war. Verse 15. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven, saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his anointed, and he shall reign forever and ever. In verse 18, we see this happening. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come. In the time of the dead, you heathen, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, the children of Israel, the elect, and them that fear thy name, the elect, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroyed the earth. Right, you devils, man. The Defense Department's top policy official is advancing a classified new U.S. nuclear strategy that places heavier emphasis on shorter-range tactical nuclear weapons in the event of a regional war involving China or Russia, according to multiple sources familiar with the effort. Right? Why are they preparing for this? Because they know what's coming. Ezekiel 38. And the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, because the Lord is against all you heathen. And this is talking about Russia. And say, Thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. When you get this word, the chief, in the Hebrew, that is the Rayash, second entry.
Strong's H, 7218. Ramath Negev. Ramath Negev. Second entry. Rosh. Rosh.
Right, in the Hebrew, that is Rayash, head, top, summit, chief. He's the chief of the BRICS nations, you see? And that prince, that word prince is Shar. Rayash, Shar, he's talking about Russia. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them, clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Persia, which is Iran, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Right. So Russia is a guard unto Iran. So if they drop a nuke on Iran, that's going to pull the bear into this war, and it will happen. You see, that's one of the ways it can happen. See, we don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. Russia and America will lock horns. You see? Let's get Jeremiah 50 verse 9. They will lock horns. They're two main key players of this third woe. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon, America, an assembly of great nations from the north country. We just read it. See, Russia and all his allies. And they shall set themselves in array against her. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows, their ICBM nuclear missiles, shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. And Chaldea shall be a spoil. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi. And this is why. You're going to fall. America's sure fall because you were glad, because you rejoiced. O ye destroyers of mine heritage, because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellow as bulls. Right? You see? America was built of the blood, sweat, and tears of the children of Israel. You see, your mother shall be sore confounded. That's Great Britain. She that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nation shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert, because of the wrath of Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. All of you that have nuclear capabilities, shoot at her and spare no arrows, for she have sinned against Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi. You see? That's what's coming, man. This is the will of Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi. The Lord's going to command his nuclear missiles to be shot off. Those are the Lord's weapons. Jeremiah 50 and verse 24. It says, I have laid up. Matter of fact, we'll get all this. Salakia. Verse 21, it says, go up against the land of Merathiam, which means double rebellion, even against it, and against the inhabitants of Pekod, which means visitation. Both are symbolic for America. Waste and utterly destroy after them, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and do according to all that I have commanded thee. A sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How was Babylon become a desolation among the nations, right? NLT, Babylon, the mightiest hammer, and all the earth lies broken and shattered. Babylon is desolate among the nations. That's what's going to happen. You see, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, O America, and thou wast not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi. Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. For this is the work of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, power of hosts, and the land of the Chaldeans. Right, America. You see, verse 27. Slay all her bullocks, all your men of war. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation, man. 29. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Again, you see, all of you that have nuclear capabilities, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her, for she hath been proud against Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all her men of war shall be cut off in that day, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. And the most proud is the Edomites, the so-called white man, them top banking families, saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, power of hosts. For thy day is come, the time that I will visit thee, and the most proud shall stumble and fall, and none shall raise him up. And I will kindle a fire in his cities, and they shall devour all round about him. You see? And that fire is going to be that nuclear fire. The four winds that's being held back. You see? Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is not playing with you devils, man. Let's get that. Slack here. Revelation 7 in verse 1. Then I saw, NLT, then I saw the four angels standing at the four corners of the earth, holding back the four winds, so they did not blow on the earth or the sea or even on any tree. You see? And I saw another angel coming up from the east carrying the seal of the living power. And he shouted to those angels who had been given power to harm the land and sea, wait, don't harm the land or the sea or the trees until we have placed the seal of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi on the foreheads of his servants. And I heard how many were marked with the seal of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. 144,000 were sealed from all the tribes of Israel. Right, and his great multitude, those are all Israelites. You see, the Lord has scattered us among our nations. We're going to come looking like our nations. But that, you see, they're holding those four winds. But when the Lord is finished sealing his elect, all hell gonna break loose. Jeremiah 51. For thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, behold, I will raise against Babylon And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, a destroying wind, nuclear missiles, man. And I will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. Against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets. You see, a great slaughter is getting ready to happen in this place. You see, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, man. Yahawashi is not playing. For Israel hath not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of the Lord Yahawah of hosts, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Flee out of the midst of Babylon, you Israelites, you see. Flee, you flee spiritually, and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of Yahawashi vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense, you see. And with that, what is that recompense for? For what y'all have done to the children of Israel, man. Verse 35, the violence done to me and to my flesh be upon Babylon, be upon America, shall the inhabitant of Zion say, and my blood upon the inhabitants of Chaldea shall Jerusalem say. You see, NLT, make Babylon suffer as she has made us suffer, says the people of Zion. Make the people of Babylonia pay for spilling our blood, says Jerusalem. Therefore, KJV, thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, behold, I will plead thy cause, and take vengeance for thee, and I will drive her sea, and make her springs dry. In Babylon, America shall become heaps, a dwelling place for dragons in astonishment, and in hissing without an inhabitant, right? The Lord's getting ready to cleanse that blood. Joel 3 and verse 19, Egypt, America spiritually known as Egypt, shall be a desolation, and Edom, it's the so-called white man, that's symbolically, Edom is spiritually known, America is spiritually known as Edom as well, Salakia, shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem from generation to generation, for I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed. For Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi dwelleth in Zion, you see? That's why all this is happening. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. But we know that the microchip, the RFID microchip has to be made mandatory. You see? That chip has to come before those missiles fly in their perfection to destroy this place. See, prophecy has to be and will be fulfilled. That chip has to come, as it tells you in Isaiah 34 and verse 16. Seek ye out of the book of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and read. That's the holy scriptures, the apocrypha included. No one of these shall fail. No one of what? The prophecies. None shall want her mate. For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Right? It's gonna happen. You see? Just read it to you. It's gonna happen. There's no getting out of it. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is gonna destroy this place, man. He's spoken it. You see? And this is what you devil's gonna get. This is that recompense for what you have done to the children of Israel. Let's get that. In Baruch 4 and verse 27. And it reads, Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, so be in return seek him 10 times more, right? For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation, right? These plagues, these curses, man, for our disobedience. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. That's talking about the daughter of Babylon. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. For fire, nuclear fire, shall come upon her, who, the daughter of Babylon, from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. You see? Well, who does that sound like? Babylon the Great, America, man. Revelation 18 and verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, America, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You see? That fire gonna come. It's gonna be, the Lord's gonna lead this place as a desert, man, when that fire stops. You see? It's gonna burn for a long, long time. But when it's done, it's gonna be a desert. You see? Fire is gonna come up on this hole. For what y'all done to the children of Israel, the Lord is pissed off, man. He ain't playing with y'all. Zechariah 1 and verse 15 in the NLT. But I am very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations inflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions. Right? The Lord put us in captivity for our disobedience, but you devils, man, y'all hold yourselves not accountable. Matter of fact, let's get that. Jeremiah 50 in verse 7, all that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the habitation of justice, even Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, the hope of their fathers. You see, They hold themselves not accountable, and they know exactly who we are. Them top banking families, they know exactly who we are. You see, the kings of the earth, they know exactly who we are. That's why when you everyday regular people who catching hell right with us, you see, we don't give a shit what you think or what you feel. They know. You got to know the truth to tell a lie. We don't care that you don't know. You'll know on that day if Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi grant thee to live. You see, if you escape them judgments, just to be preserved to be burned up by nuclear missiles. You see, you're going to know on that day. You're going to know. You're going to know on that day that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, no, you're going to know that there is a God in Israel. Just like King David said. Bear with me. Let me get that. See, this when King David slew Goliath. This day, verse 46, will Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi deliver thee into mine hand, and I will smite thee, and take thine head from thee, and I will give the carcass of the host of the Philistines this day unto the fowls of the air and to the wild beasts of the earth, that all the earth, you see, may know that there is a God in Israel, and his name is Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and the Lord getting ready to show you again. He's getting ready to show you again that there is a God in Israel, and it was never a light thing, you see, to touch the apple of the Lord's eye. Zechariah 2 and verse 8, for thus saith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, after the glory hath he sent me unto the nations which spoiled you, for he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of his eye. You see, after a period of glory, the Lord of heaven's army sent me against the nations who plunder you. For he said, anyone who harms you harms my most precious possession. You see, y'all are through, man. It's over, man. It's over, man. We got the time. We drunk that cup. It's over. It's your turn. Luke 21 and verse 24, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, the children of Israel, the true children of Israel, and shall be led away captive into all nations. You see, captivities, from captivity to captivity. All you heathen has had us in captivity. And Jerusalem, the Holy Land, shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And we're in the times of the Gentiles getting ready to be fulfilled. You see, and it's going to come through war. Joel 3 and verse 9. And it reads, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. You see, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. You see, let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahawashi, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. You see, why? Verse 2, I will gather the armies of the world into the valley of Yahawashi. There I will judge them for harming my people, my special possession, for scattering my people among the nations, and for dividing up my land. They threw dice to decide which of my people would be their slaves. They traded boys to obtain prostitutes, and sold girls for enough wine to get drunk. Right? The day of the Lord is near upon all you heathen. Y'all have done that to the apple of the Lord's eye. You see? Y'all through, man. For the day of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yea, they shall drink and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been. But upon Mount Zion, that's the elect of the nation of Israel, shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. You see? Transfer of power, man. You heathen are getting ready to pay for what y'all have done to the Lord's people. And like I said, you ain't got to believe it. On that day, you will. On that day, when the Lord getting ready to burn you devils to a crisp, and you rebellious Israelites. Zechariah 14 and verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand up on their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. You see? Lord gonna melt your ass. It was never a light thing. This is your reward. You heathen. You see? This is your reward down here calling us black. You see? Slaughtering us, destroying the Lord's heritage. This is your reward. Complete nuclear destruction, and they ain't going to come back in captivity. Slavery. You see? It was never a light thing, man. It was never a light thing. Psalms 137 and verse 7. Remember, O Yahawah, because Esau, Edom, you at the top of that list, my boy. The so-called white man, you at the top of that list. The Lord gonna whoop your ass. You at the top of that list. Remember, O Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, destroy it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, America, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. You see? You see? What you did to us is going to be done to you, man. Isaiah 47. What does that say? Lament for Babylon, prediction of America's fall, Babylon's fall. You see? Come down and sit in the dust. Sit in the dust, the confused, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Verse 3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I would have meet thee as a man. You see? The Lord is coming as an angelic force. The Lord's going to cause his mighty ones to come down. You see? He's getting ready to go nuclear. But first, that chip has to be made mandatory. Shalom, repent you Israelites.